How to create designs such as this in Affinity Photo. Go to the Tools panel and select the Rectangle tool. Set the fill to white, set the stroke to black, set the width to something like 4.5. But also what you can do is you can go here down to pressure, click there, and you can set a profile for this rectangle. Once you've done that, you need to create the rectangle. So just drag, click and drag, and you've got your rectangle. But don't release the mouse. What you can then do is use the right arrow key, and then you can just press it multiple times. So say 10, 20, 30 times, and you can apply it all the way across. Now what you can also do, you can hold down the right arrow key and that will space it. That's another option. And then you can use the down arrow key, and you can see you can create obviously this grid. And of course you've got that pressure, so you've got slight variation in the stroke. With them all selected, and you don't have to select them all, you could select maybe half of them, apply different designs, etc. to one part to another part. But I'm going to go with the whole lot selected. Right click and group. Now you don't have to use white, you could use green, blue, etc. for the fill colour. You could also use gradients as well, or maybe pattern designs. A whole range of different options are possible there. So with this all grouped, you can then go to layer and down to rasterize. Another option would be to use effects as well. So you could add effects into it, some maybe inner glow or inner shadows, etc. Whole range of different options. So rasterize. So it's all turned into a pixel layer. At this point, you can, if you want, apply some effects. Maybe distort the central part of the design. That's another option. Or maybe use mirror effect, etc. via the filters. But what you can do, go to the Move tool. With that selected, press return or enter on the keyboard, and then you've got this panel appears. This is in 2.3. Now you can use the rotation in the earlier version, 2.2, but with this latest version, you've now got scale. So click duplicate, number of copies, and I'm going to go for say 20 or 30, and then I can modify the scale. And as you do that, you can see what happens. You can create something like that, create a nice like room effect, a sort of three-dimensional effect, and you can increase it, maybe make it 34, 40, and so on. And you can see you've got obviously that depth there. But also what you can do is you can go to rotation, only slight change, maybe 1%, 2% or 3% to create a variety of different designs. And you can always, if you want, just enter a value. So 2.54 doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be 3 or 4. And also you can go the same with scale. You can turn around and say 97.6, say, and you get a different result then. But also you can set this on. So you've got here the transform origin point, and you can do that just anytime. And you can see it's all blue, and you can move it, so you can reposition it. So you can put it up there, or say down there again at the centre. And then click OK. And there's your end result. Well, of course, what you can also do is you can select all of those. So all selected. With them all selected, right click again, and then go to group, exact same as before. And of course you can distort this design if you want. You can go to filters again, distort, deform, twirl, all kinds of different effects can be applied. But also when it's grouped, that means you can go to layer and down here again, rasterize. Before that, you could of course also add some layer effects via the effects in the bottom of layers. So rasterize, you've got that one layer. So again, click effects if you want, maybe add some 3D. Up to you. So create a bit of sort of nice bit of depth around there. I think that creates a nice, interesting design. And exactly the same as before. Move tool, press return or enter on the keyboard, and you've got this panel. And then you can go here, duplicates, number of copies, you increase that. And again, you can do scale, and of course you can vary that, and you can see as you get a different result then to create some very interesting variations. And again, you can always move the origin point, and also you can rotate it. So again, you can rotate, maybe go that way to create a very interesting and unusual design. Again, all with effects. So with that, you can select all of them. So all selected, and you can click effects. And then you've got here 3D. You can modify the radius, so just change it. As you change it, you can see a variety of different options, and also you can extend it. Don't have to go with that setting, 130. Or maybe go for profile, click there, and just change the profile, and that will create a variety of different designs. And of course you can always tweak that profile to create some variation there. Or use some of the colour overlay. So colour overlay, or maybe go with gradient overlay, and so on. Just go here to there, colour burn, or try some of them out to create some interesting different depth effects. Well, I hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Thank you much.